Hello and welcome to Dixon Coxco Mental, episode 23. We are back again, and today we have a kind of special episode planned where we're going to do a personality test live on both of us, or one of us if we run out of time and I need to watch Man United. But we'll start with Paul, and it's kind of an experiment. I kind of thought it'd be like a fun thing to do. It's just fun content, guys, fun new content ideas. And Paul has expressed some worry before the show. He said to me, will I find out from this that I'm gay? And I said, yes, but you could also find out you're straight. So, all to play for. Swings and roundabouts. Paul, how are you feeling about this?
Desperately trying to feel straight. Feel straight, think straight. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. I mean, if I'm gay, I'm gay, Nick.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
You seem quite loud. Maybe I'll turn it down on my headphones. You know what? You can't really find out if you're gay from this, and you can't really find out anything bad from this because it's just it's quite a gentle one. It's not like the dark triad where you can find out you're evil. This one is just this. It's a very pleasant personality test where we find out all about you. And I'm going to go on record now. It's based on the Myers-Briggs, and I'm going to go on record. You have 4 different letters, and I'm going to go on record as saying I believe Paul is ESFP, and I've just done that just from knowing him, and I'm going to see if I win. And he's got to answer honestly.
I will do. I will answer honestly. I don't even know what that means yet because I've not done one of these before.
And if I had done it after all your answers, people could say I'm cheating. But that's just from knowing you. And I said it on a different stream somewhere, didn't I? But
never done it. Yeah, we did it on when we spoke on the live stream on the previous Saturday. Yeah,
I'm confident in the E. I'm fairly confident in the S, and I'm fairly confident in the F. I'm not 100%, and the P. I don't totally understand what the P is, so I'm not totally sure. But I think I'm right. And let's see if I'm right. So anyway, what we'll do is, obviously I have to control it because I've got the gizmos on my end. And Paul will just answer. I'll just ask him and we'll go through it. So
when he says there's gizmos on his end, there are no sex toys being used during this.
But there is a little cute furry thing from Gremlins. So number 1, you prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often completing them well before the deadline. And obviously you can pick neutral or very strongly disagree or agree. I feel like it should be the other way around, but here it is, agrees over
here. So had I answered this question maybe 10 years ago, I did strongly agree here because I was a project manager. These were sort of things that would have driven me slightly more lackadaisical with life. Now I like to go with the flow a bit more, but I would say agree, but just the first agree.
Okay, I'm just worried you're going to be a J now and I fucked up. Anyway, people's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data.
Correct.
How much?
I strongly agree.
This is where the F comes in. I fucking knew it. You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists.
Agree. Yeah.
Come on.
But I would say just agree. Just agree.
Yeah. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge.
Agree. And middle agree.
That one.
No, next one.
That one. Oh, middle agree. Sorry. I just came off the screen to check something. Okay. You feel comfortable just waking up to someone you find interesting. Waking up? Sorry. That's a very different test. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation.
Oh, I'd like to think I do, but I'm slightly introverted, more introverted than people would expect me to be. I would say I'm neutral on this.
Okay, we need a little animation that goes between. You are not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works.
Oh, no, I am. No, middle disagree.
Beautiful. See, this is easy. You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action.
No, I don't. Middle disagree.
You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all.
Yes, agree. First agree. First blob agree.
You really worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet.
I totally disagree with it. That's big, strong disagree.
People pleaser. I knew that one. You enjoy participating in team-based activities.
Yeah, okay, but only the first agree.
You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches.
Where?
Not in a gay way, bracket.
Where is the not in a gay way bubble? You enjoy experimenting in new and untested approaches. Yeah, I agree with that. First agree, though.
You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do. Put in middle agree.
I could have done this with my eyes closed. You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore.
Yeah, I do. Middle agree.
You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse.
Strong agree.
Same. You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones.
I do actually. I genuinely do. So middle agree.
Ah, that's my E fucked. You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living.
I cannot. No. Agree. Strong agree.
You favor efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects.
No. Middle disagree.
You prefer to do chores before allowing yourself to relax.
Oh, I agree with that. First agree.
Yeah, mine's a strong agree, but hey. In disagreements, you prioritize proving your point over preserving the feelings of others.
No. Disagree. First disagree.
You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings.
Ooh. Disagree. First disagree.
Your mood can change very quickly.
No. Strongly disagree.
Oh, nice. Must be nice. You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments.
Oh, I am. I am strongly disagree. So middle disagree.
You often end up doing things at the last possible moment.
Ooh. Sometimes yes, but sometimes no. We have to put neutral in there.
Does this look good on the screen, by the way? Because I'm trying to look at it at the
Yeah,
same
I
time.
can see it. Yeah, it's good, right? Yeah.
Because I think it's good. Okay. You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas.
I agree with that. First agree.
It's just a whole fucking show. All right. Doesn't enjoy the show that much. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own.
This has changed a lot over the years, and I would have put a strong disagree years ago. But now I would put single disagree.
You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical.
Yeah, first agree.
That's why he zones out on the podcast so much, guys.
Yeah.
When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart.
Agree. First agree.
Yeah, that's the feelings. I knew it. You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule.
Agree. First agree.
I can predict all these, but I don't want to influence you. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made.
Oh, fucking totally. Middle disagree.
Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing.
Yeah, they probably would. Middle agree.
I'd go strong agree, but it's your test. You are drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing.
Agree, but first agree.
You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions.
First disagree.
It's funny because you said you couldn't imagine being a writer, but then you did say you like writing. Anyway, you like to have a to-do list for each day.
I used to, but I'm quite neutral on that now.
You rarely feel insecure.
No,
I don't know.
Strongly disagree, yeah.
You avoid making phone calls.
Oh, no, I'm not too fussed about that. I would say middle disagree.
I could have predicted literally all of these. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints.
Yeah, I agree. Middle agree.
Okay. This is good. So you can easily connect with people you've just met.
Yeah, I agree, but in the middle because I wouldn't back myself that much.
If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible.
Agree, middle.
And by the way, don't bother about looking either bad or boastful, Paul, because we need.
No, I'm not trying to.
Accurate. Okay, good. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago.
Agree. Full agree.
I could have guessed it was pretty hard. You are not too interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future.
Oh no, I middle disagree with that.
It's kind of annoyingly phrased, and you have to like not.
Yeah.
Your emotions control you more than you control them.
Ooh. Agree, first agree.
When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is most logical or efficient.
First agree.
I can try not to predict it, but I actually can predict them all. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent effort.
Yeah, I middle agree with that.
When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you.
Middle agree.
You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time.
Oh, single disagree. First disagree.
You believe that pondering the abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time.
No, I don't. I think I disagree with that. Strongly disagree with that.
You feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate places.
No, I strongly disagree with that.
If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof.
Middle agree.
You often feel overwhelmed.
Agree, but first one.
You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps.
Middle disagree.
You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps.
Middle disagree.
You are more likely to rely on, that's the S, by the way, that's me winning on the S. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice.
Middle agree.
Fuck, that's the N's back. Oh no, that could be the F. I could still be winning. You struggle with. By the way, I don't know what personality it is that sees this as a competition that I have to win. It comes out. Paul's great, but Nick's a dick. I wasn't even doing the test. You struggle with deadlines.
I don't really. No, I disagree in the middle though. I'm sure someone could point out.
You feel confident that things will work out for you.
First agree.
Good. All right. So I was completely wrong. So protagonist. So you're ENFJ. I had ESFP. So okay, I got 2 out of 4. And your T on the end, which means turbulent. See, you surprised me. Well, you are extrovert, which I got right. I could have sworn you were going to be S, which is practical, but you got N, which is intuitive. So I got you wrong there. And F, I got correct. Simon Roberts guessed you were going to be T. I said you were F because you're a feeling person. And then you got J, which I should have seen coming really because you are organized and stuff. I don't know why I went with P. I've never really understood what the P is, to be honest with you. So I should have gone with J. So I'm kind of annoyed because but mine was entertainer, the ESFP, my prediction, but you've got protagonist. So I don't know anything about the protagonist. So this is really interesting. So as a protagonist, you possess a unique blend of charisma, empathy, and idealism that sets you apart in any crowd. I definitely think you have all of these, actually. Your natural ability to inspire and lead others is matched only by your deep-seated desire to make a positive impact on the world around you. That is correct, and you are a leader. You have an uncanny knack for understanding people's emotions and motivations, often sensing what others need before they even realize it themselves. Your gift for communication allows you to articulate your visionary ideas with passion and conviction. Welcome to Dixon Cox. Drawing others into your orbit and motivating them to join your cause. You thrive on meaningful connections and have a remarkable talent for bringing out the best in those around you. And that's fair, yeah. However, your idealistic nature can sometimes set you up for disappointment when reality falls short of your lofty expectations.
Lofty.
And let's get into the traits. Are you surprised, first of all, by that, Paul?
No, I was. This is obviously quite personal because I've never done anything like this before. And as you read that to me, most of that rang true. To be honest, it's quite revealing. It was like, oh yeah.
But it's quite nice, isn't it? It doesn't say you're a dick.
It doesn't say I'm a dick. It doesn't say anyone's a dick. Does it just sometimes come back with like just a red flag?
Mine just said dickhead. Yeah.
This feels like protagonist feels a good place to be in the world, but I don't feel uncomfortable with being a protagonist.
Oh, people talk about main character syndrome, but you actually are the main character. You're the protagonist. So this is interesting. So 52% extroverted. So you were just into that in the Brexit amount. And that is closer than I might have guessed. Intuitive, this is where I messed up and I said the S, but you're only 59% into it. So I don't feel that bad that I missed it. Mm-hmm. Feeling I was correct and you're well into that. Actually, a lot more than I might have thought, but I still got it right. Judging, see, I punished myself for guessing the P, but you're only 51%, which means you could have been the P, which is called prospecting, and I've never known what it is.
Yeah.
Now, you are very turbulent, which is quite surprising. So let's just break these down. Extroverted, of course, you're likely to get energized by social interaction, tend to openly express your enthusiasm and excitement. You've just come out extroverted. Intuitive, imaginative, open-minded, focusing on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. Feeling, emotional expression and sensitivity, prioritizing empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. That's why you're higher than me in that, because you like the cooperation. I don't really care. Judging, you're likely organized, decisive, and thorough, valuing structure and planning over spontaneity. Now, turbulent, you're likely self-conscious, sensitive to stress, success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve. This is why our podcast works, Paul, because we're both like this.
Yes. Are you turbulent as well, Nick?
Oh, I'm fucking turbulent. I did it last time. I was slightly less turbulent than you. I'm now wondering whether I should share my results or actually do it live, because I already did it, and I don't want to get it different to what it was, which would annoy me for some obscure reason. But anyway,
well, do you have it already?
I do, yeah. But then, you know,
would you be able to answer the questions the same way again? Do you think?
I think they'd be very similar, but they wouldn't be identical. No. Your empathetic nature is both your greatest strength and your potential Achilles heel. It allows you to form deep, authentic connections with others. It can also leave you vulnerable to emotional exhaustion. You may well find yourself taking on others' problems as your own. Absolutely classic Paul. Yeah. Sometimes at the expense of your own well-being.
That's true.
Listen to how he grimly recognizes that. Natural born leader. You used to lead a team, didn't you, at your work?
I have done, yeah. I've been in leadership roles for years and years and years, actually, yeah. So
innate ability to rally people around a common goal. See, I have to be a leader now. I have this little business, but you're maybe a more natural leader. Your enthusiasm is infectious, and you excel at creating harmonious, productive environments. However, you may struggle with criticism or conflict, as your desire for harmony can sometimes lead you to avoid necessary confrontation.
That's true.
This is so fucking accurate, isn't it? Come on, because everything we've talked about, learn to balance your idealism with pragmatism, and your care for others with self-care will be key for your personal and professional fulfillment. And you've got these, Paul, to peruse at your leisure now as well.
Yeah.
I'm only thinking now, should we go through all of yours or do mine before Man United? Do you want
yours
career path?
Well, yeah, go on. I mean, does it matter? Influential traits. That's more interesting, isn't it?
Okay. Perfectionism, ambition, motivation, desire to lead.
Oh, you got to unlock it.
Huh? You got to unlock it. It gives you the basic ones. Here's your strengths: building genuine connections. People naturally warm to you because you show interest in their well-being. Encouraging team spirit. Effortlessly create cohesive groups. Insightful problem solving. Quickly detect underlying issues. Effective communication. Convey ideas strongly, inspiring confidence and enthusiasm in your listeners. Motivating mentor. Satisfaction in bringing out colleagues' hidden strengths. Adaptable initiative. You become energized when exploring fresh, creative approaches to familiar tasks.
Here comes a weakness.
Now your weaknesses, yeah. Over-investing yourself. This is like not a bad weakness. This is like, oh, I'm a perfectionist. Driven by a deep care, you can exhaust yourself trying to improve others' lives at work. Yeah. Sensitive to criticism. Even constructive feedback might linger. Overlooking practical limits kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Avoiding necessary conflict, which you've talked about, being a people pleaser quite a lot. Reluctant to delegate. You've talked about that as well.
I have actually.
I'm taking things personally.
Well, yeah. I mean, it says that you may interpret professional setbacks as personal shortcomings. Yeah, potentially. Potentially, I would. Yeah. I don't show it so much, but I probably would.
Do we just have to give the email to unlock these? Oh, I have to pay £9. All right, screw that.
We don't need to do that. That's interesting. So that is.
I remember there being a bit more than this on mine. I thought
ENFJ.
Maybe it wasn't.
That's all right, isn't it? Protagonist. I am a protagonist.
Your personal growth. Your journey of personal growth is fueled by an insatiable desire for self-improvement and a genuine commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. We've both got that. High standards for your own behavior, own harshest critic. This is almost exactly what we've talked about. A key area of growth for you involves learning to set healthy boundaries and prioritize self-care.
I know, mad. We've literally spent 23 episodes talking just about that.
It doesn't tell you how to do it, of course.
No, of course it doesn't. It's very
it does a little bit. Developing practical skills to complement your idealistic nature and learning to appreciate the value of solitude and introspection will contribute significantly to your personal evolution and overall well-being. And career stuff,
that was quite hard.
Yeah, well, career's the only one we didn't do, but it's pretty much
driven by deep-seated need to make meaningful difference in people's lives.
Inspire, guide, and develop others. So you need to be a leader. Natural charisma ability. So you are sort of leading when you do that job as a compere and organizer. But yeah, you need to do more of this leading and organizing.
Yeah.
I might actually delegate organizing this podcast to you and booking the guests. You've convinced me. I
use my charisma to win them over, Nick.
Absolutely. Anything else, or should we do mine?
Let's definitely do yours. Yeah, that's really intriguing. I wonder does the color mean anything? It's all in green. That green looks sort of safe and cozy, doesn't it?
I'm not sure about the green. I tend to get the green. But
Right. So it all comes. They don't have any red or anything. You regularly make new friends.
oh, hang on, let me just click it so I can actually look at it. You regularly make new friends. Disagree. I can't remember what I. It's hard for me in the moment to think which one I disagree with. I almost asked you there. It's actually hard on the pressure because I've done this on my own and it's easy, but under pressure here, I don't know. Disagree.
Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones.
Yeah.
You usually feel
Hang
more
on. See, I'm doubting myself now. I'm on air. I never had this doubt before. I don't want that to be dead air either. Complex and novel ideas excite you more than simple and straightforward ones. No, hang on. I might be neutral on that. Why would I not want deliberately complex ideas?
It's not whether you want to. It's
excite you more than. Fuck it. We'll go with that. Go on.
Okay. You usually feel more persuaded by what resonates emotionally with you than by factual arguments.
Neutral.
Your living and working spaces are clean and organized.
Well, they are, but not as much as I want. So.
Okay, you usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure.
I would say agree, but of course, then I'm thinking Paul's watching going fuck off because he's seen me at work sometimes. I'm going to go agree because I've done stand-up comedy for 11 years.
You find the idea of networking or promoting yourself to strangers very daunting.
Yes.
Okay. You prioritize and plan tasks effectively, often contemplating them completing them well before the deadline.
Yeah. It's either agree or strong. Yeah.
People's stories and emotions speak louder to you than numbers or data.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not good at data at all. It's one of these. Which one is it?
You like to use organizing tools like schedules and lists.
Love it.
Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge.
Yeah.
You feel comfortable just walking up to someone and you feel comfortable just.
No need to complete the question. You can still read it.
Oh god! It's just I got there and stuttered. I thought, oh my god, I don't need it anymore. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation.
Oh, yeah, I've gone hard. Disagree.
You are not too sensitive. You are not too. I'm making up questions now. You are not too interested in discussions about various interpretations of creative works.
That's a heavy disagree, isn't it, for me? I did an MA in literature.
You prioritize facts over people's feelings when determining a course of action.
It's got to be just a slight agree.
You often allow the day to unfold without any schedule at all.
No.
You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression.
Hang on. Or should it be because sometimes that does happen occasionally by accident? So
indecisive needs to be one, yeah.
Well, I never had this on my own. This is only a weird, like, on-camera thing.
You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. You enjoy participating in team-based activities.
For the listener only, I said middle disagree on that one. You enjoy participating in team-based activities. That sounds like no, doesn't it? I do my football, don't I?
You do?
But I don't enjoy it.
You enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches.
That's a really tricky one. I'm constantly innovating on the podcast saying, let's do that. I mean, look at this. What are we doing now, right?
Yeah,
but could you say I enjoy it? Because I hate change as well. So therefore, it's got to be neutral.
You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest.
Or is it agree? Fuck.
It's brilliant.
Enjoy experimenting with new and untested approaches. It's got to be agree because of what we do on the podcast all the time. Go on.
You prioritize being sensitive over being completely honest.
No, I don't. But I'm just wondering how much. Paul's thinking, I've had to work with it.
No, I wouldn't. I don't. You have to answer yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Next.
Slight disagree for the listener.
You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore.
This one's a tricky one because I love new knowledge areas, but I hate new experiences. Therefore, it's got to be what? That? Or is it that? Because I just do seek out. Yeah, it's got to be that. Or is it that? Fuck!
It's Nick getting angry, by the way.
You actively seek out new experiences and knowledge areas to explore. It's so hard because does that become neutral? I'll go slight agree because it's just
paradox.
They're so different. They're so different.
Yeah. You are prone to worrying. I said that in an accusatory tone then. Just well, he's pressed strong agree, by the way. I haven't even finished the question. You're prone to worrying that things will make a turn for the worse.
Take a turn for the worse. Yeah, it's the whole podcast.
You enjoy solitary hobbies or activities more than group ones.
Think strong agree.
You cannot imagine yourself writing fictional stories for a living.
Strong disagree.
You favour efficiency in decisions, even if it means disregarding some emotional aspects.
A little bit, yeah, just a little bit.
You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax.
Strong agree.
In disagreements, you prioritise proving your point over preserving the feelings of others.
It's definitely yes. But I'm not completely against the feelings of others. I can be quite diplomatic. So we go agree.
You usually wait for others to introduce themselves first at social gatherings. Strong agree.
Really? I was going to go...
No, I don't know, actually. I thought that's what you would put clicking.
Oh, usually wait to introduce... I mean, I have done it. Yeah, I'm going with that.
Your mood can change very quickly.
Yes.
You are not easily swayed by emotional arguments.
Slight agree.
You often end up doing things at the last possible moment.
Well, Paul knows I'm sometimes late for the podcast, but I'm still going to go disagree. No, I get my Lotus thing done really early and some other things, so yeah.
You enjoy debating ethical dilemmas.
Has to be a strong agree, doesn't it? Debating's like the wrong word, but basically,
yeah. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own.
Gosh, no.
I was going to say, you become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical.
No.
When facts and feelings conflict, you usually find yourself following your heart.
Yes, I do. I call it the gut, but yeah. It's one of these two. How do you know which one it is? I've got to follow my heart on this question. I always ultimately do, don't I? So go on.
You find it challenging to maintain a consistent work or study schedule.
Not really.
You rarely second guess the choices that you have made.
Well, this test is fucked, but I don't normally behave like this with this test. I'm also trying to produce the episode live, do the episode, check the screen, listen to Paul. So we can't really look at this, but yeah, I do it. You rarely second guess the choices you've made. Disagree or strong disagree. Go with that.
Your friends would describe you as lively and outgoing.
No. I can't remember which one I put for this before. I might have gone really strong on it before. It's lively and outgoing. No, they sort of joke about how I wasn't, so it could be a strong disagree. I'm going to go with this.
You are drawn to various forms of creative expression, such as writing.
Yeah.
You usually base your choices on objective facts rather than emotional impressions.
Slight disagree, I think.
You like to have a to-do list for each day.
Strongly agree.
You rarely feel insecure.
Disagree.
You avoid making phone calls.
Ha. Yes.
You enjoy exploring.
Or is it this one? Hang on. I'm always avoiding these calls I need to make, but I do make them more than I used to. Let's go that one.
Okay. You enjoy exploring unfamiliar ideas and viewpoints.
Correct.
You can easily connect with people you have just met.
Boy, that's a tricky. Now, part of me goes, no, of course not. But actually, I can if it's like people at Lotus Eaters or. So I'm not that bad at it.
Oh man, I've seen you chatting away to Benjamin Butterworth.
Oh yeah. Fuck, I was going to go this guy because you said that. I'm going to go agree.
If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible.
Yeah.
You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago.
See, that one was easy. Absolutely.
You are not interested in discussing theories on what the world could look like in the future.
Strong disagree.
Your emotions control you more than you control them.
Unfortunately, it's one of these, isn't it? It's one of these. When the health anxiety, it's there. But other times it's, let's go there then.
When making decisions, you focus more on how the affected people might feel than on what is most logical or efficient.
Slight disagree.
Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts.
Disagree.
When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you.
Yes, probably. Slight agree.
You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time.
Yeah. Sorry, Paul.
Yeah, no, I know, mate. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time.
Strong disagree.
Yeah, you feel more drawn to busy, bustling atmospheres than to quiet, intimate places.
Strong disagree.
If a decision feels right to you, you often act on it without needing further proof.
No, I do piss around a bit, but I ultimately did it, so I'm going to go agree.
You often feel overwhelmed.
Agree.
You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps.
Strong agree or agree. It's definitely one of those, isn't it? Well, no, there's no one more detail-oriented than me, so it's a strong agree.
You prefer tasks that require you to come up with creative solutions rather than follow concrete steps.
I'm about to completely disagree with the previous question by saying yes. Yeah, maybe I should put a slight agree for the other one then. I'm going to put them both as that.
Okay.
Oops. Moderate agree for them both. So we're up to this. Oh, is it gone? What have I done?
I don't know. There you go. Yeah, that'll do it. You are more likely to rely on emotional intuition than logical reasoning when making a choice.
Yes, ultimately.
You struggle with deadlines.
Not really.
You feel confident that things will work out for you.
Or should I put a slight disagree? No. Do I feel confident? Probably not. Okay. Anyway, we've got the results. So let us now share the screen. And we'll go and we'll find the inevitable that Nick always gets, which is the advocate. And I've now even got the grey beard like that guy. So INFJ with a T every time. Occasionally on other tests when I've done this, I have ended up getting INTJ because those are usually so close to me, but I get the advocate. So what is the advocate, Paul? You'll be keen to know. Is it self-indulgent me reading it myself?
Do you read it yourself. Go on, mate.
Oh, as an INFJ advocate, you possess a unique combination of idealism and insight that sets you apart in today's world. Didn't you get that? Your rich inner life is characterized by complex emotions, vivid imagination, and a deep well of empathy that allows you to connect with others on a profound level. You have an unwavering commitment to your principles, an intense desire to make a positive impact on the world around you. Do you agree with this, Paul?
Yeah, I do. Definitely an unwavering commitment to your principles for sure. Totally
You're surprised
unwavering.
by world around you because I don't really give a shit about others. I try
Well,
to answer it totally
no,
selfishly.
because
It always
your
comes at
world is, those 6 rooms in your flat. So within that, you are completely committed. No, I jest, of course. No, yeah, of course. The vivid imagination, yes, clearly. You've written jokes, songs, created things. Of course, you need that deep well of empathy. I think you do. I think that's probably what winds you up more than anything.
Thank you, because Leo once said I didn't have empathy at work, and I find that extraordinary. Because if anyone doesn't have empathy, it's Leo, and if anyone does, it's me. But
Leo couldn't identify empathy, unfortunately.
No, that's the problem. Your natural ability to understand and interpret the feelings and motivations of others is both a gift and a challenge. While it enables you to form deep, meaningful connections and offer invaluable support to those around you, like Paul, it can also leave you feeling overwhelmed by the emotions and needs of others. You often find yourself torn between your desire to help and your need for privacy and solitude. It's a weird one, isn't it? Because you don't think of me as like someone who helps people that much, or is that? Or I'm thinking of myself as selfish, but yet somehow that is also true as well. But where I thought I'd answer this completely selfishly, and it wouldn't come up with that. Because if it came up with INTJ, it probably wouldn't come up with that. But it's an interesting one. If you substitute in help for like the content we're doing, you know how people say, "Oh, I feel less alone," and thanks for doing this content and all that. And I always say, yeah, it's hard for me, it's draining, but it's a good thing to do. If you rather than see it as personal, if you see it as the work we're doing, I think that applies.
Definitely, this particular podcast, Go Mental, has helped people, and that's not lost on us. We're aware of that. You're deeply introverted.
Did you not know that?
I did know that. 90% introverted, or 89 as it says there, is deep in there. It's deep in there. I was like 52% extroverted, wasn't I? So I wasn't miles away from it, but I was definitely more extroverted than you.
Well, this is what can vary on a little bit on the day. So if I find the last time I did it, I'm always very introverted, and it might surprise you because my job is so extroverted, and as well stand-up comedy in a way, in a simplistic way.
Oh yeah, they would expect us all to be 90% extroverted, I guess, but neither of us. I was 50-50 essentially, but you're 90-10.
Yeah, I got 89%. People don't realize, and this is what's quite painful for me, is that because of my sort of this outgoing element that I have, where I can do it, no one quite realizes how introverted I am and how hard life is for me because of it. It's like, because they don't really realize and they're surprised, and it's like, no, it's impossible for me to have relationships or do anything. But last time I got 83% introverted, Paul, when I did it, which was like a week or two ago. So it can vary.
Yeah.
And that's, of course, likely to prefer fewer yet deeper, meaningful social interactions and feel drawn to calm environments. Isn't that just clear with me?
Yeah. Nothing surprised me about that at all.
Intuitive. Now, last time I got 81. This time I went up to 88. Very likely imaginative and open-minded, focus on hidden meanings and distant possibilities. Do you agree with that? I do.
Yeah. I think so.
Now, this one's so fascinating to me because every time I do this, I've even, like I say, occasionally I've come up with just into the T. But last time I got 52% feeling. This time 53. It's almost exactly 52 every time, like just Brexit. This time it's 53. But it's very, very close to thinking because I'm right in the middle. You were right in the middle of one of them, weren't you?
I was right in the middle on extroverted, introverted. I can't remember. On feeling, I was much deeper on the feeling.
You were 79 or so, yeah. Whereas you in the 70s, whereas I'm emotional expression, sensitivity, prioritizing empathy, social harmony, and cooperation, but only just, which is why I've occasionally come out as the other one, which sometimes people call the architect, which is the thinking. Academic agent is INTJ, by the way. So he's exactly the same as me, except that he's thinking over feeling, which is why he can do stats and economics and things as well. And I can't. And he's like nerd. He can recite the 1994 AC Milan football team with squad numbers, because I can't quite do the squad numbers because I'm feeling. Now, 85% judging. This is organized, decisive. I mean, that's going to look laughable because I couldn't decide about the answers. But basically, organized, decisive, thorough, valuing structure and planning over spontaneity. Do you agree? 85%. That's how I think I am. But
yes, yeah, I think so.
I just hate change and last minute changes and people being vague.
That makes sense. You can do it at about 15% of the time.
And I got 82% last time, so 85, very, very similar. Now, last time I got 68% in this. I've gone up 78. The pressure of you being there has put me up 78%. But we're both
because of me.
We're both extremely self-conscious. It made me more self-conscious, sensitive to stress, success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve. That is just absolutely me.
I was a similar
Absolutely.
number, wasn't I? What was?
Yeah, that's why we both. I think we had a previous episode, didn't we, where we both went back and forth about these kind of problems.
Yeah.
And some people said we needed to chill out because we're both like sensitive to stress, which we are. But sensitive, success-driven, and perfectionistic, and eager to improve, we're both like that.
Well, yeah, we might need to chill out, but for the purpose of the podcast, we also need to be authentic. So you're gonna get warts and all. That's the beauty of Go Mental, is that it's pretty close to who we are. We're not holding much back at all, if anything, not consciously. So
no,
sure, whatever.
What did you got? ENFJ.
J.
So yeah, you have the same as me. We're both like to be, which is why this works, because we both like to plan, which is a judging. We both got the F, which is feeling, which is why we can do Go Mental, and why I couldn't do this podcast with Leo, for example. And we've got the N, which is intuitive, which is creative. So that's good. Mine's way up over there, and then I'm introvert and you're extrovert. So it kind of works, man. It kind of works.
Yeah, it does work.
So this is personality traits. Your perfectionistic tendencies drive you to constantly improve yourself and the world around you. This relentless pursuit of growth and meaning. Haven't I always said to you, Paul, the one thing I want to do is always grow, and that's why I ditched comedy and things like that.
Yeah,
can be both exhilarating and exhausting. You have a knack for seeing potential and possibilities where others might not. Come on, is that not true? I just say let's do Go Mental one day.
Yeah, Go Mental.
You may struggle to bring and Dixon Cox and all of it, but you may struggle to bring your visionary ideas to reality due to self-doubt or fear of criticism. Haven't I always said that the one thing like a Constantine has over me is they're just ruthless, no doubt, no self-doubt. And I hate.
Yeah, I wonder where we'd all be if we didn't have any self-doubt. I guess with nobody having any. Yeah, but the world wouldn't operate, would it, if everybody was that way? Because we wouldn't recognise that, would we? Because we wouldn't doubt ourselves.
Interesting. This is an incredibly rare personality type, by the way. So is INTJ and INFJ. They're the most rare. You possess a rare, there's the word, combination of creativity and analytical ability. I mean, I think that's bang on if I'm not banging my own drum. Your intuitive understanding of complex systems and human nature allows you to devise innovative solutions to challenging problems. That's how I got high A-level grades. I wish I had more of that lately. However, your sensitivity to criticism and tendency to internalize stress can sometimes hold you back from fully expressing your unique gifts. That's why it took me years to even start comedy, and everything's taken me to my 40s. Learning to balance your idealism with practicality and self-care is a key to your personal journey. Well, maybe similar in that one.
Yeah.
Career, you're driven to a deep-seated need to find work that aligns with your values and allows you to make meaningful difference. Thrive in environments that offer opportunities for personal growth, creativity, and a chance to positively impact others' lives. This is why I was held back at somewhere like GB towards the end. Or at least, not GB, but that particular show. Your natural empathy and insight makes you particularly well suited for roles in counseling, healthcare, education, or non-profits. That's kind of a weird one, isn't it? I did think about doing therapy as a job before I did stand-up comedy. If you think of what we do as, and I'm trying to do
is in education.
Yeah, exactly. If you think of what it's more the other podcasts, but it's a kind of education, isn't it? You're trying to share these ideas publicly. Can't see the other ones.
A lot of the work we do doesn't have much profit. I don't know if
that's definitely true. Yeah. No, it is a labor of love. Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
Your idealism can sometimes clash with the realities of the working world. I mean, doesn't that just describe the 3 years on Headliners?
Yeah.
And also before that, every other job I've done. Here we go. You may struggle with mundane tasks or office politics. Oh. Come on.
May is not a word that needs to be in that sentence.
Preferring to focus on the bigger picture and long-term goals, finding a balance between your need for meaningful work and the practical aspects of a career is crucial for your professional satisfaction. Tell me about it. Look for opportunities that allow you to exercise your creativity and work independently while still contributing to a larger purpose. You've got to say they've nailed that one.
Yeah.
Perfectionism, ambition, motivation, desire to lead. Yeah. Your strengths, see if you agree. Insightful problem solving.
Yep.
High ethical standards.
Yep.
You hold strong moral values, ensuring your integrity informs every choice you make. The audience will agree with that. Dedication to meaning. You thrive when your work makes a genuine positive difference on others. See, I definitely have dedication to meaning. The others part is maybe like, I think it's more meaningful for myself, but creative perspective. You naturally approach tasks with creativity. Yes. Thoughtful communication. Sure. You express ideas clearly and empathetically. Absolutely. Hopefully. Or the podcast wouldn't work. Yeah. Reliable follow-through. You plan your projects carefully and deliver on your promises, ensuring others trust you. Is that right, Paul? That would be more for you to say.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but it would be fun one time to get like somebody else to do it for you. What their view of you is.
Oh yeah, that would be horrible. Sensitive to negative
really
feedback.
fucking damaging.
Would you agree with this? Critical comments, even constructive ones, can feel overly personal.
I'm not, because of my personality, I'm not giving you a lot of negative feedback, Nick. So I haven't seen it. You know, if you think about, if you look at,
you see me with the comments though.
The pragmatist, the protagonist and the advocate are almost perfect match, like in terms of delivering a piece of work. So it's no wonder it works, because I'm not going to be giving you lots of negative feedback. Or anything of that nature, really.
No, but I will sometimes go mad over a YouTube comment or something.
Yeah, well, anyway, I won't join you in that, which means that, you know, it doesn't.
What about discomfort with self-promotion? Has been a massive problem for me. So I had a guest booker, and he was very, very good. Unfortunately, we fell out, but he was very good. And now I'm struggling without it, and everyone's ignoring me because I can't sell my podcast in a good way in a message. It's really painful for me. Promoting your accomplishments or networking to advance career goals can feel deeply awkward. Yeah, I have a real problem. I mean, I literally just can sit there. I eventually texted someone yesterday, and they replied immediately, but it took me weeks. And it's partly the studio wasn't available, but I can literally think, oh, I've got to message that person for weeks and just feel deep shame.
Yeah.
Struggling to delegate. Yeah. Luckily, I'm delegating more to Rory, and it is helping, but definitely. Avoiding routine tasks. You become easily drained and unhappy when required to focus excessively on repetitive daily tasks. I guess so. Overlooking small wins.
Yeah, I think that's true. Sometimes I have to remind you of some of the victories you had.
Yeah, your focus on larger goals mean you may neglect to appreciate progress made along the way. Idealistic expectations. You may find yourself disappointed if your career or workplace doesn't completely align with your high standards. You got to laugh at the accuracy of that one. That's just me being a dick at GB going, you're all fools. This may be self-indulgent as well, but I'm hoping people enjoy this anyway. Your personal growth. I'll try and be quick. Your journey of personal growth is deeply intertwined with your quest for authenticity and self-understanding. Yeah. Innate drive to continue to improve yourself and actualize your potential. Yeah. This involves deep introspection, exploring your complex emotions, and striving to align your actions with your core values. That's this whole podcast again. Your growth path, a bit American, may lead you to explore various philosophies, spiritual practices, or creative pursuits as you seek to understand yourself and your place in the world. Absolutely. I've done transcendental meditation, spiritual practice, Eckhart Tolle, Christianity, stand-up comedy. I could go on.
All the religions, all the main religions.
Yeah, I haven't done Islam yet. A key challenge is your personal development. In your personal development, is learning to balance your idealistic nature with practical realities. Yes, this may involve developing assertiveness skills. That is a big problem for me. To express your needs and set boundaries. Haven't I talked to you about my lack of boundaries, Paul? Or cultivating resilience to handle criticism and setbacks. We both struggle with the boundaries.
Yes.
Embracing imperfection and learning to value your unique gifts without constant comparison to others are also important steps on your path to self-acceptance and fulfillment. Stop mentioning Constantine, they mean. Weirdly, have we done the strengths or are these new ones? They're like,
you're such an advocate. They're giving you some more strengths.
That was influential traits. This is strengths. We did all these for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Reflexive self-awareness. Yes.
I'm a protagonist, Nick. It's okay.
Openness to new ideas. Yeah, in the right context, I am. Depends what it means. Inner courage. How about that? You bravely face difficult truths within yourself, improving self-understanding and fostering authenticity. That's where we differ, Paul. Committed to improving. Absolutely. Deep imagination. Thank you. Intuitive trust.
Thank you. Thank you.
You skillfully recognize when to trust your instincts. I mean, imagination, maybe. I mean, I'm doing fairly pragmatic stuff these days, but I don't know. Intuitive trust. You skillfully recognize when to trust your instincts. Yeah. Your weakness is self-doubt. Thank you. That's why I couldn't answer the question.
Thank you.
Sensitive to imperfections.
Correct.
Unrealistic personal standards.
Probably.
Overextending yourself.
Yes.
Suppressing negative feelings.
For a short while. Till they burst out in massive rage.
Reluctant to seek support. Interesting.
Probably.
I haven't messaged the therapist still.
By the way, you have to look at this from this is largely a professional viewpoint, isn't it? It's largely for work.
Partly work.
But
it was originally, yeah. Some chick came up with it, it turns out.
Chicks, eh? Bloody hell.
Did we do relationships for you, or
No,
did I
don't
forget?
think they offered me because I was such a protagonist. They went, no
Bollocks, we
relationship.
should have gone and done relationships. Did we do relationships? I can't actually remember. This has loads of. How do I have? Do I just keep looking at the same shit over and over?
No, I don't think so.
We
It's
forget
the end of the story. I'm sure some of these things weren't available. If they were, we didn't go down that far. Maybe I didn't have personal growth or relationships.
It says you seek deep, authentic connections that go beyond surface level. Yes, of course. However, your need for
We did
privacy.
do this for me. We did do this for me.
Okay, good. See, I'm feeling bad. Too empathetic. You have a gift for creating safe spaces where others feel comfortable sharing their true selves. It's called Go Mental. And you derive great satisfaction from helping those close to you grow and flourish. It's true till I get
Unless they leave a bad comment.
Yeah. However, your need for privacy and tendency to keep your innermost thoughts and feelings hidden can sometimes create barriers in your relationships. The weird thing is, I do keep a lot hidden, even though people think I overshare. I'm only giving you the actual surface. There's way more.
Which is what I find terrifying.
Yeah. You may struggle to open up fully, feeling vulnerability and misunderstanding. Well, this is in relationships. Yeah, in relationships, I don't do that. I kind of close up. Finding a balance between your desire for deep connections and need for independence and alone time is crucial for your relationship satisfaction. Tell the chicks that, because they don't get it. That's why I've given up. Learning to communicate your needs clearly and managing your idealistic expectations of others will help you build and maintain meaningful, fulfilling relationships you crave. Yeah, well, hasn't worked out. Authenticity. These are influential traits in, I guess, relationships. Authenticity, loyalty, altruism, emotional intelligence.
I read the third one completely wrong when it first came up.
It's autism.
I genuinely thought, bloody hell, it's a bit strong, isn't it?
Also checks out. But you know what? I am massive on authenticity and I'm massive on loyalty.
You are. Very loyal. Very loyal.
But brutally demanding of loyalty from others.
That's true. But, you wouldn't. That wouldn't make sense if you weren't, would it? Imagine if you were completely loyal to others but expected no loyalty in return. No, fuck it, don't worry about it.
I have an insane loyalty. Like when I had to go at you recently about this GB thing, I'm just like, why is Paul not being loyal? I'm kind of insane about loyalty.
Yeah, even though I came to you to tell you.
I'll do the same for other
people.
people.
To think what you'd be like if I kept it from you. That would be really disloyal. I think that would be too much for you to handle.
Yeah, but I'm totally. But then you won't find me dissing my friends. I diss Leo jokingly on this podcast, but people like Simon.
He's our go-to because he doesn't have any emotions.
Right,
so we know he can be unaffected.
It's funny, yeah. But Simon, you, Carl, certain people, I will just if we're on the same team, I just will never diss you, basically.
Our closest friend group is Simon, Leo, and Narinda. Weirdly, she's in our group. She's just performatively left.
Yeah, that's true. What the fuck are these? There are more strengths. How many strengths have I got? Deeply empathetic, attentive listening. I am good at listening. Everyone says it's on the podcast.
Have you written something? Great lover. just been typing it in while we've been distracted.
Well, these were invented by a chick, so they're all quite nice. Loyal commitment, yes. Gentle honesty, sure. Encouraging growth, absolutely. Ability to create intimacy. Don't know what that means. Sounds a bit gay.
Sounds a bit gay.
Weaknesses, reluctance to open up. Some will be surprised at that. High relationship expectations, yep. Discomfort with casual interactions, absolutely hate them. Conflict avoidance, correct. Sensitive to perceived criticism, absolutely. Neglecting your own needs to an extent. So there we go. I'm the advocate. You are the protagonist.
Together, we are mental.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe it's all bollocks. We'll never know. But
well, I think largely, definitely. When mine came back, it wasn't. I had no expectation, whereas you did, and I think it was fairly accurate. It was certainly fairly accurate for you. Of course, it's slightly generic in the sense that it's it can only go so deep, but I think it was pretty accurate. Be interesting to know. Maybe we could share the link of that test when this goes out in the Substack comments or however you do it, and maybe other people can do it and just let us know what their letters are. Not everything about them. That would be fucking.
Yeah, we should do that. We should definitely do that. Definitely, and we should totes do that. I'm just looking at it going like, my brother, for example, is 100% definitely going to be E because he can't be on his own, and he's totally going to be the S rather than the, which it doesn't tell us here, but it's the opposite of intuitive. It's more pragmatic. He's going to be that one. And he would be thinking absolutely. And it probably would be Jay, to be honest. See, I think I can guess people, but I messed up with you, I must say.
Yeah. Maybe
you were more intuitive than I thought, and you were more. I should have got the J because you are organized, so I messed up on that. But the N, I didn't get.
No one knew I was an N, Nick.
Was that the one where you were really close, though?
I can't remember. Very close. Yeah, there was definitely on the J where you were slightly surprised. I was like 51%. So you weren't actually far out.
Okay,
far out, man. Wow, that was a episode, wasn't it? We always get. I mean, you say what you like about Go Mental, but it is revealing. It's not. We're literally telling you our personality.
Yeah. I think that was a great episode. I want to do more of those type of things. People can let us know.
Tests.
I love tests. I love tests and little personality tests so much. Let's do the dark triad, but it's pointless because we know what's going to happen. You're not going to be a psycho. I'm not going to be a psycho. Neither of us are going to be Machiavellian, and I'm going to be a little bit narcissistic, and you are as well, but less so. I can tell you already exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, so we can't really learn. I guess because of that test, it would have been really interesting if it had been. I know it was different to what you thought for me, but it wasn't. It didn't come up with something bonkers. I don't know what. The only thing I would say about this is a lot of it's very positive. It puts a positive spin on absolutely everything. I guess the point is that there isn't a negative type. It's you just are the type you are.
Right.
Otherwise, it could
also be a psycho. But presumably Ted Bundy could be the advocate, but he's also a psycho version.
Yeah, he could be any one of those things. He would mirror probably. He probably would do what we were trying not to do, which is tell the audience what he wants them or what he thinks they want him to be.
You think right? But I did this with my ex-girlfriend, not this one, but the dark triad, and she just answered honestly and didn't even say anything wrong with it. You got to understand the narcissist. She got 90-something% narcissism, very high psychopathy, and high Machiavellianism because she didn't say anything wrong with it. Because those dark people, they don't understand that it's. She wanted to get 100%. She didn't understand that it was bad. And
she wanted 100% narcissism.
It'd be stuff like this because I did it with one girl just for fun. Then I thought I'll do this with a different girl when I went out on some dates with a different girl. So the one I was going out with, she was like questions like I've said this before I think, but the questions were like. If you're not at the party, it's pointless or it's rubbish or something. And she was like, of course. Right. But then I did it with a different girl. She was like, no, that's mental. So that's where you get like narcissism and things like that. So
I wouldn't ever think that something that I wasn't at was much worse without me.
Because you're not dark triad. This is the thing, Paul. I was so pleased to come out lighter than the average person. And you would come out lighter. So we're basically on the side of good, and that's good. Whereas there are evil people out there, and they're called women. No, it's not all women. I've done the test. I've tested it. But
they're called woke.
But I think I am a lot darker than that test indicates. I think I can be very resentful. I can seek revenge. You're definitely a nicer person than me. Then again, you can also be kind of quite sort of. You can hide how much you're sort of trying to get ahead, and you can hide it a little bit behind this sort of, hey, I'm just chill. So we both have a dark element, but mine's probably darker than yours. But anyway. If you wanted balance for how generous the test was.
Yeah, nobody's. I don't know what perfect would look like. I guess. Or is there a desirable? Is there a personality that people really would like to have?
I don't know.
What are the options? That's the other thing. I mean, protagonist and advocate sounds great, but I mean, there isn't a bad one. There isn't like knobhead and. There isn't any of that, though, is there? It's not like anyone's trying to legend.
I got INTJ once, and it was the architect, which is very similar, just slightly less feeling, more thinking. But yeah, no, none of them are like you dick, because it was devised by women, and women aren't like that. And even though what I'm saying about you, really, you don't really have much darkness. But the weaknesses, I suppose, are where it comes in. Like you're probably less willing to be really, I don't know, honest with yourself. But then you are now because you've done all that therapy. So I don't know. And mine were to do with perfectionism and introversion, and it's not great being 89% introverted. This is not amazing.
I guess.
I did a completely different. We should do the other test. There's a Peterson one that he does, the Big Five. That's the one where I got 99% withdrawn. Withdrawal. Yeah, it was a specific category of neurosis called withdrawal.
So you've disconnected with what, reality?
Just living in this, just trying to live in this cave on my own completely. I always remember, because I've said it before, it said, if you were in a room, they said how to understand this. If you're in a room with 100 people, you'd be more withdrawn than 99 of them. It's like, I wouldn't be in the fucking room, would I? Withdrawn. But it really spoke to me, because no one's ever been able to understand why I can't do relationships and things like that. It's because I'm so withdrawn. I just withdraw from the world completely. And that's just what I do. And it's quite hard to explain to other people, because I've never met anyone who's quite like that.
So you would need to meet someone who was accepting of that, though, wouldn't you? If someone allowed you to be that way and you didn't feel judged by it, that would probably be okay, wouldn't it?
Like if people, I don't know, if people like really mess with me or upset me or something, I just completely, I just stop texting them forever. I could be it could be like literally my girlfriend, and I could just stop texting her forever one day, and that's that. Stuff like that. I mean, I've never quite done that. I did do it, stop for a while, and then eventually she realized we must have broken up. But like, I'm trying to give an extreme example, but I can be extremely withdrawn from the world, and it's a way of dealing with stuff. But
nice.
So there's loads of bad stuff we can get into in other tests.
Yeah, let's do that next time. What an episode.
It's Man United in 7 minutes, so we better stop. Thank you very much, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this different type of episode. I think Paul enjoyed the first bit, then got bored during my bit. That's the problem. I actually was more enjoyed Paul's bit, because I've already done mine.
I didn't get bored, I don't think. Did I look bored?
I just made that up. My insecurity. Insecurity is one of the things.
No, I found the whole thing fascinating, if I'm honest. I really did.
It's more new for you, but I've done loads of these, but for you, it's more new.
Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. And we'll think, and if you have other gimmicks, let us know. And if gimmicks too strong, other brilliant, fun ideas for the show, let us know. And if you want to do
what do you want to know about us?
Yeah. And if you want to do your letters, stick them in the comments.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Share the link.
Thank you. Goodbye.